It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we're going to see Mark Andrews. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Ravens and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, next. While you there looking depressed, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fade. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. That signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the one interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight lineup between the tackles before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens at 9-2 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp. 'Cause 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 'c of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and of course the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 21. Throwing is Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick. Oh, the return is Prochet. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He plays ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 advantage is evaporated. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in primetime. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Jackson now. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacking in the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver's offense ready to go again. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So third down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Give up the middle to Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And he is in for the 2 points, and they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for a run and a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And not even scrimmage this time as they're on it. It's more. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter. And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to... So not a good one. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 18. Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open, it's Sutton.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Again, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know.